on StreamYard on my tablet, so that way I can kind of maneuver us, because my tablet is easier to put here than my laptop is. I think I see. Oh, it's Eric. Urban Antiques. Hello.
Hey, Eric.
I think your mom popped in too, real quick.
Hey,
earlier.
Good to see you. Don't know if you're still watching, but hello.
Well, hey guys, it has been a long time in the making. I think the last time we went live together was when you were here.
Yeah, I think so. It's been a while. I've been squirreling away some great stuff for the sale. So I'm glad we were able to get our schedules together and do it again. Hi, Nick.
Hey, Nick. Good to see you. So I hope everyone is gearing up for the holidays. I mean, I can't believe December is here already. The year flew by, as it usually does.
Yeah, it totally flew by. I was still thinking it was January, and now here it is December. I feel like the holidays, though. Don't you feel this way, that you wait all year for this time of year? At least I do, because it's my favorite time. And then September, October rolls around, and you're like, oh yeah, finally it's this time of year. And then before you know it, it's already December, and it's like, what happened?
Right. I mean, I feel like once you came and visited, it was like one thing after the other. I mean, because you were here Memorial Day weekend, I think the first week of June, and then it just felt like the summer just flew by. And then all of a sudden, it was fall, and then Halloween came, and then Thanksgiving came, and now it's Christmas again.
I know, it's crazy. And Halloween, I had so much going on in October that I felt like I blinked, and it was just like a whirlwind.
It's insane how fast these years are going by. I mean, it's crazy. Like one minute you were here, the next minute I was up in New Jersey, and then I was on the way to the beach, coming back from the beach, and then it was Halloween, Thanksgiving, and Christmas is only in a couple weeks.
Yeah,
it just doesn't end.
It's just crazy. And Christmas to me has just come faster than I think any other time. Like, I got back from Thanksgiving, and it's like, man, it's already December 1st, and there's so much that I want to do for Christmas, but such a short time. I just got out my Christmas cards yesterday, which is just not like me. I'm usually early with the Christmas cards, but this year it just happened when it happened.
It's like one thing after another. Like Christmas is always the busiest time of the year. It's like if you feel like you're a chicken with your head cut off, running around. Like, oh, I got to do the shopping. I got to put the tree up. I have to do this. I got to do that. And it's just like, can I take a minute and breathe?
Well, the nice thing is my neighbors here in the apartment, we all get together and do stuff. Really great community here. And a lot of them were going out of town. So we had our holiday party with just the neighbors like December 5th, which was great because now the whole rest of December is open for a lot of other things without all the planning and rushing around for that. But it was a lot of fun. And now there's just more.
There's always something to do, though. I will give you that. There's always shopping to do, places to go.
Yeah.
The list goes on. I mean, I've been sick the last few days, but thankfully there's NyQuil and DayQuil to keep me going.
Oh, that stuff works like a charm. I mean,
oh my gosh, it's amazing. I mean, I just have to make sure I'm on top of it. That way I don't start to feel sick again.
Yeah. If I take NyQuil, man, I am out and I sleep like a baby.
Me too. That's why I take it, or I've been taking it every night before bed, and I'm out.
Yeah.
I'm out cold and I sleep through the night.
That and hot tea with good local honey, man, that will fix you right up.
Absolutely. So what did Heidi say? Oh, this was funny. She says that she thought we'd be physically together again. What was I thinking? That's okay.
Heidi, I wish we were together in the same place. That would be fun.
It's really fun. It would be much colder here, though, than what it was when you were here during the summer, though. It's gotten into the 30s.
Oh, my
low 40s.
I love the cold. Florida, so today it's 71, and to me, that's just not Christmas. Like everyone else here I know is loving the weather, But I am just so happy when it gets down into the 40s. It actually feels like Christmas to me.
See, I think it's just because I've grown up when it's always cold during the holiday season, so I would love to experience a warmer climate.
One Christmas, it was 98 degrees here.
Oh, I would have loved that. Walking out with shorts and a t-shirt on Christmas Day, that would have been fantastic.
But other years it's been colder, but that was just kind of an anomaly. But still, sometimes it's just warm and the weather here just cannot make up its mind. One day it's 71, the next it's like a weird freeze morning getting down into the 30s, which is rare. And then, the next day it will be like in the 60s. You're like, all right, Florida, what are you doing?
Right, bipolarity. Catherine Young says it's 100 degrees in Minnesota. Like, oh my gosh, 1 degree.
1 degree. That is nuts, Catherine. I would be built up. That's a little cold for me.
That's insane. I remember as a kid, it got to be like 8 degrees in our car from it being so cold. I was like, oh, I can't do this.
Yeah, definitely not when it gets that cold. That's a whole nother level. Well, we used to go camping. My dad would take us and we'd go up into the West Virginia mountains, and it would be in the negatives. And there, Dad would get us all bundled up, though. We weren't cold. We would wear all the, heavy long john stuff. But then if you've ever heard of a mummy sleeping bag, it's weird. You have to get in naked because that's the only way that it works. Otherwise, besides your underwear. But if you wear a bunch of clothes, it basically doesn't keep the heat in. Scientifically, that's the way to do it. So we'd get in and just our under, and man, you'd be so warm that thing would wrap over your head. You just wouldn't want to get out of it.
I probably wouldn't either.
Hi, Dee.
Hi, Dee.
Yeah. Oh, the bugs and the critters are not part of Florida. The porch right now is better, but during summer we get so many spiders, and I am terrified of spiders. So no, I don't enjoy the porch in the summertime, but right now it's not.
Maybe spray it with Raid to keep the bugs off of it before the summer hits.
And I want to get a pressure washer so I can just go out there and just blast.
Yeah. Sand blast it with all those chemicals to keep the bugs off.
Yep. Hi, Rachel.
I still can't believe how fast this year's flown.
I know. You blink and then here we are.
So I'm excited for this. I feel like I've really gone through a lot of haul videos and rediscovered all the stuff that I've been buying for this show. So I'm like,
yay.
Geez, I had this stuff all along.
Well, my neighbors came and they helped me rearrange my reselling closet. And now I have a whole dresser inside the little office area I have that's, all organized and has everything just for our industrial sales. And it was so fun pulling out those drawers and opening stuff we had bought together when I shopped up in Maryland. I was like, oh yeah, I have this and this for the sale. And it was great fun.
The next time you're here, you'll have to come up right before Memorial Day or like slightly after, so that way no shops are closed. Because remember we went around that one day and I was going to take you to other places and they were all closed, so we had to come back here because we were in PA. And I was like, dang it.
But that Route 66, is that the name of the shop? That was a fun place.
Oh, the Route 11? Route 11 Antique Mall? Yeah. They actually just finished expanding. There's a whole second floor now, and there's a bunch of other dealers and whatnot.
Oh, that's cool.
So the next time you're up here, we'll have to go there again.
Vinny has like everything under the sun near him, and it is absolutely amazing how close you are to just the whole world of antiques. It's just so cool.
And we didn't even get to go to all the places that I wanted to. I mean, the next time you're up here, we'll go to some of the same places, but we'll definitely be able to go to different places too, because we didn't go everywhere.
And you know what's funny, Vinny? I meant to tell you this the other day, but I was talking to George's buddy, the Antique Nomad. He has a friend named Dave that does advertising. And he deals in really like high-end tins and beautiful things. And I love going to his booth when I go to the shows. But he called me up, and unfortunately I couldn't have lunch with him because I wasn't in town. but he was telling me about these tobacco tins that he had bought, and the place sounded really familiar as he was describing it. And I said, "Is this guy up in such and such place? You know, it was near you, that place we went in the kind of higher end antique mall where I bought those 2 tobacco tins." Sure enough, it was. He knows that guy, and
He
he
knows the Shires people.
yeah,
He knows the guy that has a booth in Shires. That's funny.
that has all of the really high end, amazing tobacco tins. I
Yeah,
was
that's
down
crazy.
a really rare Checkers tin from that guy, and oh yeah, so we had a whole conversation. It was great.
That's funny. But yeah,
Yes,
I mean,
gotta
we
get it.
have we have so many places around here. Like it's mind blowing how many places there are to go around here, and
Yeah,
how close we are to everything. Like, I mean, you could be at an antique mall not even 5 minutes from where I live.
I know. That's just the greatest
There's
thing.
3 of them right down from where I live, and there's a Goodwill too.
Yeah, oh, all the thrift stores. I mean, it's here we have Goodwill and your Salvation Army type places, but nothing really spectacular, you know. You go up to Venny and it's like every thrift store has really quality, good things in it, and it was fun to see.
Did we go? I'm trying to. Did I take you to all the different thrifts that we have here? I'm pretty sure like we went sporadically to the different places.
Yeah, we went to a couple of Goodwills. I want to say we went to a Savers. I could be wrong about that. We went to quite a few little thrift stores around.
Yeah, because we've got, let's see, we've got Goodwills. I don't think I took you to the Hope Mission thrift.
That
There's
my
World Treasures, which has that vintage basement. I think I took you there.
yes.
Let's see.
Took me to the I don't know if it's a consignment type place, but I got the little Art Deco children's dishes from there, and there's that booth that has like it's really piled up with stuff, but you got to dig, and you got that jewelry catalog with the starbursts on it.
Oh yeah. That's a Peddler's Mall. That's not far
Really small.
from
Yeah.
me. Yeah, Peddler's
And
Mall, Consignment Mall, same thing. Yeah, yeah. That's what's funny. The last couple of times that I've gone in there, I walked out with nothing.
really,
October was a very strange month for sourcing around here. Like, I'd go into a place, I wouldn't find hardly anything. Like, I'd walk out with a couple of things, or I wouldn't walk out with anything. It was very strange. Places that I go to throughout the year just did not have anything, and it was very bizarre.
so it's weird. There's a big antique mall near me that's well, it's probably 46,000 square feet. And it's a great mall. Mind you, the people are super nice, everything's wonderful, but they curate things. So it's not always as easy to buy things to resell, right? But just a couple of days ago, I was in there, and I think because they had restocked for Christmas, I hit the jackpot on some brooches, which I normally am never able to find at that mall. And I was so pleased to get them. So you never know; things can be different all the time. But Avonlea is one of those places I love just getting a cup of coffee and walking around on a rainy day because there's just everything under the sun in that place. It may be expensive, but you get to see all these different eras of stuff, and I think it's cool.
Oh yeah, it's crazy. A booth could or a mall could be full, chock a block full of stuff. You could walk around the entire place if it's that big and still not walk out with anything. It's
Yeah,
just how that works.
yeah, the treasures were great.
Yeah, we have. I mean, we did West Virginia. I think one day. I think it was
Yes,
there. We went to We were in Harper's Ferry, Martinsburg area. I remember, but we didn't go to. So we have another area. It's kind of like a touristy type area. It's called Harper's or not Harper's Ferry, Berkeley Springs. And there's a place called the Whistle Stop. I took Scott there when he was here in January. They had just opened. They took over. I guess there's some of the vendors took over or moved there from the Hancock Antique Mall, which closed last year. And then just right down the road into the main part of downtown Berkeley Springs, there's a Berkeley Springs Antique Mall. Now it's kind of like Avonlea, like it's very expensive. And I was like, okay, I don't know if Katie would find anything in there because it is like some of the stuff that you see in there. It's like, whoa, it's been sitting there a long time. The tags are so faded, or nothing changes. No booths are on sale. It's like,
yeah.
How do you walk out with anything when it's like that? So I was on the fence about taking you up that way. So I was like, I don't know if this is a good fit or not. But
This mall's great in that they curate a lot of things and they move things because they have a lot of furniture and unusual items that you don't find every day, which I think is great. And there's bargains to be had. That the booths do go on sale, which I really like, and the people are so friendly. It's just really, really nice. But yes, a lot of the like mid-century and things they have are, definitely marketed for the right collector that's got some change to spend.
right, which sometimes we do. We're not nickel and diming cheap. We pay up for good stuff. That's how it should be.
Oh, 100%. Yeah, I agree.
I'll have to at the end of the show, because we're hitting the 15-minute mark. I'll have to show you and everyone what I did buy on Mercari that I love.
Oh yeah, I want to see that. I did bring something to show you, Vinny, that I think you'll like. This is a local piece from a Jacksonville company, the Drew Press Company out of Jacksonville, and I made a bargain.
Ooh.
That owns this at Avonlea and went back and got it. And I just think it's fabulous. It's a local piece. It has the lion on it, and then the stamper. The seal itself, the notary seal, is local as well.
That's
So,
cool.
and it has the company logo. Yeah.
Very, very cool. So I want to thank everyone for joining us tonight. I know we've shot the breeze for over 17 minutes, and thank you all for tuning in. Wanted to give everyone a chance to pop in. I do want to note that Pam has her sale at 8 p.m. Eastern tonight. Katie, you have your sale with Nate tonight as well, correct?
Mm-hmm.
So that's at 10 p.m. Eastern. And then Trisha from Sandy and Auto also has her sale at 10 p.m. Eastern. And I'm trying to get better about doing this habitually. So Trisha's guests on she usually has guest sellers on Saturday nights, and I want to make sure I let you all know who's on. So Trisha, of course, hosting the sale, and then it is Denise's Magical Emporium, Karen Chase and Vintage, and Sabrina from Simon Says Let's Make a Deal. And they all always bring a very different, unique type items. So make sure you all go over to their channels. I think I have everybody's stuff linked down below in the description box if you're not familiar with any of them. Katie's channel's linked, her email is linked. I believe I have everything pinned at the top of the chat. I'm looking on StreamYard right now. Is it up top? Are you on YouTube? Let me just check.
Yeah,
I'm going to just check to make sure, because if it's not, we got to fix that.
There's no bar running at the bottom. The little ticker tape.
Because I pinned... Let me just make sure it's on YouTube, because I know I pinned our emails.
Yes,
Yep, I did.
Comment. It's there.
Okay, yep. So our emails are both pinned at the very top of the... If you're watching it on YouTube, scroll and get back up on StreamYard here. Yeah, so I pinned both Katie and I's emails. So if you are new to the chat or to the channel, just make sure you please send us your information. All you have to do is copy and paste it. It'll be there. And then if you're not subscribed to Katie, please make sure you do so. Her channel, along with the other folks that I mentioned, are down below in the description box as well. So unfortunately, we won't be able to combine orders because we are not in the same physical space. I'm here in Maryland. Katie's down in Florida. So we will be shipping separately. But Katie, you will be combining orders from this sale and your jewelry sale, correct?
That's right. So if you buy anything from either Nate or me tonight, I'll be able to ship everything from Florida in one package to save you on shipping. So get your Christmas shopping in.
No pressure, right?
Yeah, no pressure, of course,
So,
guys.
same with me. I had a sale yesterday, and if you made any claims from that show, I will combine it with anything that you buy tonight. Also, go back to that show if you're interested. There might be some things that you may want from there. I'll gladly add it to your invoice, no problem whatsoever. I should be done with invoices no later than Monday night. I do try to have everything packed up and taken care of by Sunday, so that way it can go out the door Monday. What would your shipping schedule be like, Katie? Same kind of deal?
Yeah, I'll be working on packing tomorrow and Monday, and then everything, if all paid up and ready to go, will be out by Tuesday. So
fantastic. So since you are a guest seller tonight, of course, you're going to be the first one to sell stuff. And I think I X'd out of the wrong thing here. I was supposed to be on. Okay, it didn't go away. So I'm supposed to be tinkering with stuff here, and I just completely X'd out of the StreamYard link. All right, so we'll have to we'll make you big here. So we're gonna do 2 rounds or 2 items per round. Please don't tell me I'm on here twice. Oh, geez. Okay, we're gonna get rid of you.
Oh.
No, bad. There we go. Just had to remove him from stage. Just so I could finagle everything. All right, so let's see. Which one should I use? There we go. Nope.
It's taking.
There we go. That's what I was trying to do.
All right. Well, I am Katie from Vintage and Vinyl, and it's great to see all of you in the chat. Tonight I have a lot of fun mix of different items, from ephemera to vintage glass to all kinds of industrial tins, which is my love language. And we're starting off things tonight with something I think is super fun, because I love vintage postcards. I am obsessed with them. I have bought over 300 of them. So I'm sharing part of this collection with you. And what you're going to get in the first item is this fun mystery postcard box. So this is a postal card box from the Inesco company, with this really awesome graphic of a letterman having a great time delivering your postcard. The box has a little bit of wear on it, but it is in fantastic graphical shape, in my opinion. It's got some wear around the edges, but the graphics display really nicely. And inside, you are getting a hand-selected mystery lot of postcards from me. And I'm going to tell you how many are in here so that you know, but I'm not going to tell you which ones they are. And I can give you some kind of categories of what's here. So you're getting a good number of postcards in here. And I can tell you that you're going to get some holiday postcards. So some Christmas, Easter, you're going to get some really beautiful embossed ones, and some kind of cheeky ones, because I know Vinny and I both enjoy those. So you're going to get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 postcards, all in this fabulous little box. Different holidays. You're going to get some scenic postcards, some kind of cheeky postcards. So a good mix as a little starter postcard collection, or to add to your postcards if you already have them at home. And this box of mystery postcards can be yours by giving me number 42 and $22. $22, number 42, for the mystery postcard box, for 8 postcards inside, all antiques. Just gorgeous. All right. We're going to see who gets that postcard box. I think Amy, my fellow postcard lover, is getting that. Congratulations, Amy. You are going to love that when you get it in person. That's a really fun one. Okay, my next item is going to be a choice. Not really a choice. Let's see. How do I say this? You're going to get, there's 4 of these total, and there's 4 opportunities to claim them. Let's say it that way. So I have 4 individual little glass dishes, probably ashtrays, as souvenirs from the New York World's Fair in 1963. And there are 4 of these glass little dishes. And I decided, instead of selling them all together, because they are pretty much the same, I'm going to give 4 of you guys the opportunity to purchase these. I think they're wonderful little souvenir pieces of the New York skyline. This is the World's Fair that I actually learned something. This was not officially a World's Fair. New York went ahead and had this World's Fair despite it not meeting the actual criteria or something to become a World's Fair, like with the official committee. So they went ahead and called it a World's Fair, and it apparently really wasn't. So that's my fun fact for you today. All of the dishes are in fantastic condition, and these dishes measure 3 1/4 by about 2 1/4. So they're small. They're just the perfect little dish to put on your table with a little brooch inside or some candies or just something to decorate your coffee table with. Plus, great if you collect World's Fair things, and I do. So I always think these kinds of things are neat. So each one is the same. You'll have an opportunity to purchase. You can claim all 4 or you can claim 1. So in order to claim these, they are $8 each by giving me number 31. $8 each by giving me number 31 for the World's Fair dishes. And they've got the bottom, it says New York City Skyline World's Fair, 1964 through 65. And you've got the skyline, very mid-century, very cool. All right. Those. See if anyone is interested. And if not, Jenny, those are my 2.
Not muted, am I? I had to literally turn the camera off. My nose was starting to drip. I needed tissues.
It's okay. That happens. Oh, let's see. I see you, Rachel. Would you like 1 or would you like all 4? You have purchasing rights.
I'll keep her highlighted so that way folks know.
Yeah, and I can look for it out in the chat. Let's see.
Oh, was her email not in the...
I'll take all 4. Awesome, Rachel. Those are coming to you. I think you're going to love them. They're very cool.
All right, let me put your email in.
Yeah, I don't know why it's not showing up on the screen.
Well, I didn't put the banners on, but I pinned it. If we were on YouTube, I pinned it to the top of the...
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
It's Katie at katiescreations1.com, right?
Yes, you got it.
Okay, so let me just put that in. All right, so I think that's right. Hopefully I got that right.
I think you nailed it, Vinny. That's perfect.
All right, fantastic. All right, so let me shift gears. All right, so hello. All right, first item up. I think I actually bought this when you were here. I have this really cool little cubicle or cube-shaped Greenbrier tobacco tin.
Ooh.
It says menthol mild pipe tobacco, net weight 1 ounce. Was made by, it says Kentucky Club in Wheeling, West Virginia. Manufactured smoking tobacco, TP-16, West Virginia, made in U.S., as I almost drop it. I liked the green color. I thought it'd be great to put with Christmas decor. Here's what it says on the top. So apparently, at the time that this was made, fried tobacco is for over 100 years, and it's probably even much older now. All right. It's in pretty good shape overall. I mean, there's a couple of issues here or there. If anyone would be interested in this, I probably should measure it for you all. I think it's pretty much the same all around. So this is just a little over 2 1/4 inches tall. It's probably the same width-wise. Yep. No, it's about 2 inches. Little over 2 1/4 inches tall and 2 inches wide for this fantastic piece. And if you would be interested in it, it is only $5, number 14. $5, number 14 for the Greenbrier tobacco tin. And it does open. And it's very clean on the inside. I should have shared that with you all first. Yep, no zip code, so it's before 1963. So again, $5, number 14 for that tin if anyone is interested. That'd be fantastic to display with all of your Christmas stuff because of the green pipe.
Yeah, and it's cool mid-century kind of design.
For sure. And folks, if anything did not sell or does not sell at all, we will do a quick recap at the end of the show. Next one that I'm offering, my second item, is a really cool Dr. Salisbury Rotacaps tin. It says Dr. Salisbury's Laboratories, that was in Charles City, Iowa, USA. So this was, it says adult size caps. So I guess it was, it says for chickens and for turkeys. Well, that's what it says on the back, for chickens and for turkeys.
That's wow.
Birds 20 weeks of age and of average size, 1 tablet. Very full turkeys, 1.5 to 2 tablets. Give tablets on half full or empty crop. Younger turkeys should be given the pullet size caps. For chickens, for birds 16 weeks of age and over of an average size, give 1 rota cap on half full or empty crop, empty preferred. Open the beak and put the rota cap above and back of bird's tongue with fingers. Very interesting. I loved the brown, black, and the yellow and the white. I thought that was a really cool color combo for that. And if you would like the Rotacaps tin, it is $6, number 9. $6, number 9 for the Rotacaps tin. And this one, oh, hope I didn't just get it stuck. It does open. Oh, that explains why, because it had a tread on it. Love the design of that. And those were my 2 this round.
All right. My next item is a really fun book. And I love decorating with books because they add such interest into displays, and the colors are just great. And you can't beat an old book. There's something about it. This book is really cool. It is the textbook of physiology, and it has a really awesome graphic on the front of a heart. And I love the lines on the bottom, very mid-century. The blue color is great for winter. But of course, if you love this kind of stuff, you could do a really cool display for Halloween with it, because let me show you what's in the book. This was Thomas Iman's book from 1958, and it says that it has 305 text illustrations and 5 color plates. This would also be a great book if you know a doctor or someone in the medical field in your life and you want to give them something vintage. This would be very cool. Let me show you my favorite illustration in the book. There is this whole diagram of the human body inside, which is just cool. Of course, I'm not sure any of this information, some of it may be accurate now, but I'm sure a lot of it's changed, but it's just cool. This is a whole diagram of elastic connective tissue. If you ever wanted to know what that looked like in illustration form, here it is. And then there's a whole nother page as well on what the eye looks like and a diagram of the eye. So there's all kinds of little illustrations, medical diagrams, really neat things. Here, I'm just going to do this so you can kind of see in this book, like all kinds of cool stuff. Look at this rabbit, this diagram of this rabbit's here. So really, really cool. Great textbook for display, stacking, you know, different things on top. Ooh, with the spine is just awesome. So I think this is a great book. And if you are interested in this textbook of physiology, which is in great shape for its age, I mean, there's a little bit of foxing, but the spine is great. The cover is great. Everything about it is really fantastic. You can have this for $22 by giving me number 41. $22, number 41 for the Blue Book of Physiology.
Love the color of that book.
The color is great. And look, it even has, this was written by William Zothrout, PhD, and Tuttle, W.W. Tuttle. Such a cool thing.
Yeah, the color makes that book for sure.
Yeah, it does. And the graphic on the front with the,
oh, heck yeah.
It's super cool. So that's a fun one. I would love to see a video of someone giving a turkey a pill. That would be very funny.
Be very interesting for sure.
Okay, my next item is a little lot that I have curated, and I think these are so fun. These are for all of my crafting friends, people that are just into cool vintage little containers. This has all these little fun things inside, so I've got to pull them all out so I can show them to you. And these are awesome. So you're going to get this whole little baggie full of these fun little glass tubes, and they are all from an imported bead shop, and they've got the 2-digit zip code. So this is 1948 to about 1963, and all of these little glass tubes with the stoppers, cork stoppers, are filled with beads. And some of them have labels, some of them do not, but I'm assuming that they all came from the same bead shop. And I think that they would just be so cool as little test tubes in a display for Halloween, or just if you do crafting, use the beads and then fill the little jars with different things. So you're getting all of these. There's quite a few little pieces here in total, some with the paper label, as I said, some without. This one is really cool because someone has used like old paper to stop the top, but it's got blue beads inside. This one has these little long beads, and I know these have a name, but I just can't think of what they are at the moment. And then this has a mixture of little colored beads inside. And then my favorite is this bottle, which is not a bead tin. I think it probably at one point had medicine, but it has a neat little red cap, and it is made by the Owens, Illinois Glass Company. So you're getting all of these guys. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 in total. And I'll try to hold, I can't hold all of them up at once, but you can see you're going to get these, and then the little guys. There's all these different sizes, various sizes here. So you're getting all of these guys for $18 by giving me number 39. $18, number 39, for the awesome collection of beads and the little bottles. And you could empty out the bottles if you aren't interested in the beads, but I think it's a great little lot of fun crafting possibilities.
Very cool.
Hi, Nate.
Hey,
Welcome in.
Nate. Welcome aboard.
All right. Hi, Helen. I worked in a hobby shop in the early 70s that sold seed beads in glass tubes. You had forgotten about them. Oh, that's cool, Amy. Yeah, these are little seed beads. That's the word. These little seed beads. They're so
Seed
fun.
beads.
Seed beads.
That's incredible.
All right. Those are my two, Vinny.
Those were your two? All right. Fantastic pieces. All right. My next item, I have another tin. This one is for, it says snowproof waterproofing. I think this is for shoes. Nice brownish orange color. Well, more brown and black. It says it reconditions leather and it will not soil the hands. Leather's best friend, soften, preserves, waterproofs leather goods of all kinds. The Snowproof Company in Livonia, New York. I'm sure I may have butchered the name of that. Livonia. The tin does open, and it is very clean on the inside. A little stain there, but it's still nice and shiny. Very, very cool piece. Am I holding that up right? No. There is the tin lid right there. Very cool to display, just like that. And if you would like this tin, there's a little bit of scratching on the paint. I'm sure it shows right there, that silvery spot. This will be $5, number 18. $5, number 18 for the waterproofing snowproof leather tin. That make a great riser. Although I like the lid personally. So you could display it like this on a shelf.
Yeah, the lid is excellent.
I think I see, oh, there were a couple of claims on that one, so we'll let Mystic Mom and Salty Croc handle that. All right, Betty, thank you. Coming to you. All right, next one I think would be really cool if you wanted to. We'll definitely use it for Band-Aids because that's what it is. The Band-Aids tin. Looks like it might be bent up a little bit. It is a Curade Battle Ribbons
Whoa.
Band-Aid tin. It's got a little bit of scratching on the back. It says Battle Ribbon plastic bandages for kids, but it's still a fun tin nonetheless. It's got a little bit of bending, so you can open it up. The lid still works, but you may have to finagle with it a little bit to get it to close because it is bent up. I thought that would be cool. So if your kid gets an owie, you put all the Band-Aids in here. So it does say a Curity product, Bauer and Black. It's a division of the Kendall Company in Chicago. So let me show you all the lid again, because it's a little difficult to open and close because it is, it's been tinkered with over the years.
I love the colors. That's
Me
just
too. So cool. Like I said, there's a little bit of an issue there, and the lid's a little bit finicky because I think it's bent up a little bit, but still, if you wanted to just display it like this would be fantastic. And if you would like the Battle Ribbon Band-Aid tin, it is $8, number 7. $8, number 7 for the Curade Battle Ribbons Band-Aid tin. The colors are just fantastic on this piece. $8, number 7 for that, if anyone is interested. Right? For sure. All right. And those were my 2 this round. So it's back to you.
all right. Well, I am very excited about this next piece. I've kind of been squirreling it away because I wasn't quite sure if I was ready to sell it. And I'm sure Vinny, you can relate to that with some things. You're like, oh, I just love this so much. But
Yep.
this is probably one of the best condition pieces that I've found from the late 1800s, early 1900s. And this is this amazing Macans face cream bottle. The label is in gorgeous condition for its age. And I love everything about this. It has the embossing. Let me get this right for you. It's from Winona, Minnesota, which is very cool. And it has its original cork stopper with the little loop. So imagine pulling that out to get your face cream. And even the other label around the neck of the bottle is still beautifully intact. It does have, a little wear, but shoot, this thing is well over 100 years old and looking this fabulous. I'd like to look this fabulous at 100 years old.
Right.
Wouldn't that be great? So this is a cool one, and it says directions: wash parts with pure soap and soft water. Soft water. When skin is dry, apply this cream and rub it in thoroughly as it sits in removing roughness and making the skin smooth. And then on the other side, it says pleasant and healing, smooth as silk. Gentlemen will find this an excellent preparation to use after shaving, as it leaves the skin soft and smooth, promptly relieves chafing of irritants. So it has all this fun detail on it. And I love the woman's face with the roses. I think that is just everything. The colors are so gorgeous. So one like this just sold on eBay for $65 in way worse condition because I've been following it. So I'm offering you guys this as a fabulous deal. So if you want this bottle, which is very hard to find, you can have it today for just $35 by giving me number 36. $35, number 36 for this excellent face cream bottle, which is really a steal of a deal. And I just think it's gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. All right. It is from where you are, Catherine.
wait and see because I know StreamYard can be a little bit backwards sometimes.
Yeah. Catherine, I'm so sorry. I think Sahara 2 just got that. So you missed out on that. I'm so sorry, but that's just how the lag is. Maybe take a moment and refresh. But thank you for your bid as well. Okay, let me just take a moment and write this down here. Sahara. Excellent. Thank you so much, Sahara. And if you wouldn't mind sending your information, I'm sure I have it, but just in case it's been a minute, that would be wonderful. Okay, my next, oh, great. It's coming back to Minnesota. That's fabulous. Going back home. Well, my next item is another one of these tens that you just don't see a lot of. And this was only the second one I've actually ever seen. And I got this when I was shopping with Vinny, and I was so excited about it because I have one and I've literally never seen another. And this is for piano keys. It's a Key Bright cleanser 10 in black and white. Great graphics on it. It is probably from the 30s or 40s. And it cleans your ivories to prevent unsightly ivories and loose and dulled piano keys. So this works for pianos, organs, accordions, and all kinds of other apparently musical instruments. And you could buy it for just 25 cents back in the day, which I think is very cool. This is coming from Taunton, Massachusetts, if I'm saying that right. And I think that this is fabulous. It looks like that you could get this 10 by sending 25 cents to the address down below, which was the Phillips Piano Shop. And then you could ask them questions, apparently. The graphics are great all the way around. You can see the little starburst detail, which I love. And I just think that this is fantastic. It is in really good shape for its age. The inside is super clean. And I love this. And this is a little harder to find. So this is a cool one. And it's going to be just $20 by giving me number 23. $20, number 23 for the unusual Key Bright 10.
That's a cool one. I like that.
Yeah, that's a cool one. That's worth having in your collection for sure if you love advertising. All right. Let's see who's taking that beauty home. I won't say I'll wait for your dad. Looks like Lori. Congratulations. Yep. You're getting another awesome 10 in your collection. All right. Thank you so much. And Vinny, those are my two. Back to you.
Right. So my first item this round is something really cool. Let me take my tag off of here real quick. So I have a Wallace Invader Silver Brand Pencils tin.
Ooh.
I love the silver and the blue and the white. Here is the bottom. It says Wallace Invader Pencils, the finest pencil for general use, made in 5 degrees of hardness, 1 to 2, 2 1/4, or 2 1/2, and 3 and 4, by the Wallace Pencil Company in St. Louis, Missouri, USA. Definitely earlier because I don't see a zip code on it. The tin, it opens, is a little bit rough on the inside, and it is a bit rough in the closing. You just have to angle it or push the bottom in a little bit to get it to close all the way. But I think that that is absolutely fantastic. Love the graphics on that. It measures approximately 7 3/4 inches wide, and it's 2 inches this way. And then it is, let's see, it's about a little over 1/2 inch tall. So if you would like this fantastic pencils tin that says Silver Band Invader, this is $10 and it is number 1. $10, number one for the fantastic Silver Band Invader pencils tin. Excuse me.
I love the little ribbon on the top.
Yeah, that is very cool, isn't it? All right, so I do see some claims, so I will wait. All right, I think that's Miss Tracy Shepard. It has been a minute since I've seen you. I hope you are doing well. Good to see you. And thank you very much for your claim. All right, my next item, this is really cool. I just got to take off my sticky note here. Holds all my information. This is an Esquire suede shoe kit.
Ooh.
I loved the bright colors on this, and I do believe both of the contents are in here, so I just have to be really, really careful. Yep, look at the bottle.
Wow.
It says
That's
Esquire suede shoe kit. I mean, that doesn't look like it's ever been taken out. I think this has probably been sitting in here for who knows how long. Let's put it back in here so I don't damage it or anything. I think there might be a cleaning piece. Now this one's a bit messed up. Oh, there is nothing on this side. Actually, the box is kind of caved in here. But yeah, this is missing. But I think that's not too big of a deal considering this is just a great display piece.
Yeah,
So
usually the cardboard is in worse shape. So I think, Vinny, that's a great item right there.
Absolutely. So yeah, this actually is loose off of here. I just now realized that, but you're just going to display the box or take the bottle out of the box and display it with this. This is a fantastic piece. I do also want to note there is a rip right here. And this, it says an Esquire product. Let's see, does it say company? Oh, it does. I have no idea when this was made. It does not have a zip code on it, so of course we know it's earlier than 1963. Product of the No Mark Manufacturing Co. in Brooklyn, New York. Makers of quality shoe dressings for more than a quarter of a century. And it's 3 fluid ounces. And it's got everything. I just love that color green and the orange, the yellow. Just a fantastic box and product. And if you would like the Esquire suede shoe kit, that is $10 and it is number 13. $10, number 13 for the fantastic Esquire suede shoe kit. Right. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, we'll wait for Salty Crocker Mystic Mom to call that. All right, Lori, thank you very much. Ooh, I think we just sat on this. How on earth is that possible? I just sat on a staple.
How?
How on earth was there a staple on this chair? How there was, I'll never know. So thank you very much, Lori, and I believe those were my 2 for this round, so it is back to you.
All right. My next item is really cool, and I'm a fan of these type of items. I actually have a whole collection. So this was another thing that was hard for me not to squirrel away, but I wanted to bring it here because I think it's just great. This is a glass advertising paperweight, and it measures 4 inches in size, and this is for the Victor Spring Bed Company that made bed springs out of Louisville, Philadelphia. And I think that this is very, very cool. You often find these and they are super expensive. Now you can see there's some wear on this one. So others in this, like this one, would probably sell for around $75. But given this has a little bit of wear to it, I'm able to offer it to you at a great price. And I think the wear does not at all diminish its beauty. The graphics still display very, very nicely. And I think that this is one of the coolest things you can have on your desk. Or if you're not worried about papers blowing out the window, you could just have it as part of a display on top of a stack of books on a coffee table. Just a really cool conversation piece, because who thinks about bed springs anymore? And I think this is fun. It says noiseless, will never sag, and guaranteed for 5 years. The Spring Bed Manufacturing Company. So this one is very cool. And I am offering it today to you guys for $25 by giving me number 26. $25 by giving me number 26. This one is a cool one. And I like how it kind of fades away around almost like an old photograph there. I think that really adds to this paperweight. It's super neat. All right. Let's see who's going to get that one. I will wait for your dad or mom. And thank you guys, by the way, for always helping in our sales. It's so wonderful to see you all in the chat. Delta, it looks like that one is coming to you. Fantastic. I'm so glad you like that as much as I do. It is a fabulous piece. Okay. Yep. Okay. My next item I had some fun with because I couldn't figure out how at all to pronounce this because I'm not from the Middle East and I'm prepared to botch this on camera, but I do love the graphics of this tin. And this is a Sahadi's. I'm going to try to pronounce this. I did Google this so I could be accurate. I think it's halava, even though it's a W. I think it's pronounced with a V, but I could be wrong. This is a food tin from a company that was around in the 20s and 30s out of New York. And this is a really interesting graphic because you've got the dove with the olive branch, which I love, and then all of the camels. Look at that. And then the palm trees, the desert landscape, and those pyramids. And I think the graphics on this are fabulous. And what would have come in here is that halava, if I'm saying that correctly, and here's for visual reference what it would have looked like. I did Google a picture. It's a crumbly melt in your mouth dessert with sugar, corn syrup, egg whites, and flavorings. So that's what would have come in this tin. There's a little bit of wear to it, but I think the graphics still display pretty well. And I liked the blue color for winter. And it does open up, and it's just a little tin inside that you could put anything in the world in. But this is a fun one. It measures 4 inches by 2 inches tall. And if you are, it has an odd texture. So you actually had it, Catherine. Okay, that's good to know because I never experienced this food and I was very curious about it. I didn't know if it was at all like baklava, but it's probably completely different. So that's cool. But I love the little camels on this, and I think it's got some fabulous graphics. And of course, this is from the 20s or 30s. So if you're interested in this tin, it can be yours for just $10 by giving me number 32. $10, number 32 for the awesome Shadi's halava, if I'm saying that correctly, tin. All right. And it looks like, well, I better wait. I don't want to say with the lag. But I think that is going to Monica Williams. I'll wait for your dad to confirm. Catherine says it has a sandy texture in your mouth, not as hard as sugar and kind of squishy and dry. Okay, Catherine, that's good to know. Monica, that is headed to you. Congratulations. You're going to enjoy that tin. All right. And back to you, Benny. Those are my two.
All right. Those were fantastic. All right. Next up, this is really cool. I've seen a lot of Lucky Strike tins, but I've never seen this one before.
Ooh.
Now this one does have some denting and whatnot on it, and it's it's bent up because it's old. It's probably gonna be hard to read here, but what it says is, notice the manufacturer of this tobacco have complied with all of the requirements of law. Every person is cautioned under penalties of law not something this package for tobacco again, maybe not to resell for packaging again, maybe it was illegal to do so. And it says factory number 62nd stairs. I can't make out what that says. There's like a little ribbon or something right there.
Oh, that's neat.
Here's what the inside looks like. Definitely rusted up and bent and worn, but that just to me says it's got age. The green and the red I think would be fantastic for, oh, I'm just now noticing this too. The celebrated Lucky Strike cut plug. I'm noticing this. Look what it says right there.
Oh, that's cool. Even all the way around, there's awesome graphics.
Yeah, so this is possibilities are endless. They just they don't make stuff like this anymore. I wish they did. All right, so that is a little bit rough, but it's still a really cool piece. Nonetheless, I think this would be fantastic to display with some old Christmas items. If you would like this tin, it is $10, number 20. $10, number 20 for the early Lucky Strike tobacco tin. I think I do see a claim, so I will wait for Salty Croc or Mystic Mom to let us know who won that. I think I know who it is. I just want to make sure it's confirmed. All right, thank you very much, Robert. Back in the Day Finds. That's going to you. All right, my next item, if you're putting all your Christmas items away after the season and you want something fun and colorful, this Edgeworth tin is really cool. Edgeworth Extra High Grade Plug Slice, and it's blue. Got like hints of different colors of blue or different shades of blue. It says finest selected stock, Edgeworth. Factory distribution of Virginia. Notice the manufacturer. Okay, so this is also tobacco. Right. So this one too does have its issues, but it is old, so I always expect stuff like this to have a bit of age. It does open up, and on the inside of the lid, we've got that. And it says, to the consumers of high-grade tobaccos, we desire to call your special attention to Edgeworth tobacco. It's the best combination that can be made. Only finest selections of leaves being used. Every box of it is guaranteed not to burn the tongue and to give satisfaction. We will cheerfully refund money to any dissatisfied purchaser. Laris and Bro Company in Richmond, Virginia. So that's definitely interesting. And if you would be interested in this piece, this too is $10 and it is number 10. $10, number 10 for the Edgeworth tobacco tin. And it's got designs all around. It says finest selected stock. Love that Arctic blue color. All right, so those were my two this round.
All right. My next item is really fun. I picked this up at an estate sale because I was just drawn to the graphics on it. And the more I looked through it, the more I thought, this is just the coolest thing. And if you know anyone in your life that enjoys a good cocktail, or you host parties and want to have a fully stocked bar, this is a really fun thing. So this is a cocktail and wine digester from the 1940s. The graphics on it are absolutely fabulous with the kind of Art Deco font, and the back has all of these awesome stars. And there's some really cool things in here. So this was put out by the International Bar Managers Association in 1940. You can see the 2-digit zip code here, 1942. And then on the inside, there's all kinds of little fun graphics that will delight your eye. I wanted to highlight a few of them. So here you have this beautiful fruit motif with the cocktail shaker. And I mean, there is every type of, it's alphabetically organized cocktail, drink, wine. It's just amazing what they have in here. And if you're gearing up for Christmas, here's a whole section on eggnogs, which is my personal favorite because I love eggnog. My grandma would always put a little bit of rum in her eggnog. And then in the back, they have a whole wine digest section, which is cool. And this I liked because it was the zodiac of wine. So you can find your zodiac symbol and then the wine that matches with it. And then in the back, they have a spirit digest, which is very cool. I marked all the pages so you guys could see my favorite spirit digest. And it literally goes through all the spirits. And it has this cool little mixing symbols up at the top. So there's a lot in here. And then the bottom has the star. There is one crinkled page, but the rest of it is in wonderful condition. And then in the front, they also even have a little section to show you what cocktail glass is appropriate for what kind of thing you're doing. The back is also very fun. And I want to read this because it has a little cool poem in the back. It says, "He who tastes of the juice of the grape in moderation will be meek and gentle as a lamb. He who partakes too generously will be as bold as a lion. And he who drinks even more freely will become absurd as a monkey. But he who partakes to excess will become as revolting as the pig."
Wow.
I just thought it was hilarious. So I wanted to share that with you. But this would make a great little gift, stocking stuffer for anyone in your life that's into cocktails, or just for yourself, put out on your vintage bar. It's a great little addition, and there's lots of great information, especially if you're new and wanting to get into mixing drinks or mixology. So this can be yours for $10 by giving me number 24. $10, number 24 for the 1942, Wine and Cocktail Digest book.
That's really cool. I've never seen that before.
I've never seen that either, and I just thought it was great. So this is a fun one. Okay. Let's see. I'll wait for your dad because I don't want to mess this up. We'll see who's going to pick that up. Okay. Monica, it looks like you're going to pick that one. Thank you. That's an awesome one. Okay, my next item is perfect for Christmas and should arrive to you in time to decorate with for the holidays.
Ooh.
Vinny and I picked this up together when we were shopping, and I love. Yep. Vinny goes, "You don't find Christmas. You have to get this. You have to get this." And he's right. I don't get Christmas down here. So I was really thrilled to pick this up. This is a spray on flocking Blitz's snow spray, which got some great graphics on it, even down in the back. I love the little graphics here with the present and the little ladies frosting the windows. I think it's so cool. This one, I'm guessing, is from the 50s. It has that look to it, 50s or 60s anyway. And I just think it's fabulous for Christmas. It does still have some of the snow spray in it. I would not recommend using it, but the top is nice and red and in great condition. I don't know what would happen if you actually sprayed it, but it's got a good click to it. And I think the graphics are cheery and fun and perfect for this kind of year. And the tin is in overall really good shape. There might be, a little wear here and there, but the graphics display really beautifully. So if you would like this jolly little tin, he can be yours for just $15 by giving me number 35. $15, number 35 for the can of Blitz's spray snow.
I don't remember you getting that. But then again, we were so
We went everywhere.
we were so exhausted. We went from late nights to early days to late nights. It was a vicious cycle for 10 days.
Yeah,
It was really fun, but by the end of it, it was just like, oh, I was in bed for probably like a day after that, after the visit.
I traveled to Venice by car, and I stopped at my dad's, both ways, because it was a nice breaking point in the middle of the drive. So I spent the night at my dad's and then ended up staying like a week. And Dad goes, "What do you want to do the next day?" I'm off. And I'm like, "I am going to sleep because I am tired." Because
next time you visit, we'll be a lot better about making sure we get decent sleep, because we were running on caffeine and
caffeine. Yeah. Oh my gosh. I remember sitting at the Chili's. I won't explain the whole story, but I was sitting with you, and I was so tired. I was telling you a story, and it was just one of these things. You had to be there. It was hilarious. And Vinny, I thought he could not breathe for the next.
I couldn't.
He was laughing so hard, and we were delirious from sleep, but we were having the best time.
So I won't.
Brilliant.
So we won't say what it was, but it was just like one of the most random questions I've ever heard. And at first I responded, I was like, "Yeah, I've had that," and then all of a sudden it just hit me like, "Oh my gosh, what did she just ask me?"
Yep. You just nonchalantly goes, "Yeah," like matter of factly, and I was like, "Okay, yep, you're on the same page as me," and then we just started laughing.
And then I'm surprised the people around me didn't look at me like I had 3 heads, because I mean, literally, I kid you not, I was dying laughing.
Yep.
It was so funny.
We had a good time, but we were up late chatting and doing sales and packing orders. And then we get up at like 6 a.m. for the flea market. And Penny and I were like, "Oh, we're tired." But, the vintage and the camaraderie keeps you going. So it was so fun.
And it did. I promise you, though, next time it won't be like that. We'll make sure we get decent sleep.
Yeah.
Because it was, as fun as it was, man, it was almost like, oof.
My friend goes, "That week you were gone, like we were going to talk by phone one of the nights, and what happened to that?" And I'm like, "You don't understand." I'm like, he's like, "You weren't back at the hotel." "No, we were out, having a good time."
They were out. We tried to do even different stuff aside just from the antiquing, because stores only stay open a certain amount of time. So we're like, "Oh, we'll go bowling." You made us dinner one night. We went to a carnival in Boonesboro, which honestly, I don't think we'll ever go to that again. It was so small.
And I still tell people about that because, I was talking to someone the other day and they said, "Oh, I haven't been to the carnival in forever." And I said, "I think that will be the last carnival ride I ever get on," because Vinny and I got on this one and it looked pretty tame. I'm like, "Oh, you're just going to go like this, around." And then it started flying. I mean, like at speed. And Vinny and I were pushed into each other, holding onto the bar, and I look over and Vinny is grabbing the bar, like pulling with all of his strength to get back to the other side of the seat, but couldn't. And I was like, "Oh, dear Lord, if this bar flies off, we are going out that way."
I was like, "No, we're not."
It's all good.
Yeah, that was fun, though.
That was fun.
I wish it were bigger, though. There wasn't a lot to do. It was like in a small little baseball field in Boonesboro, Maryland. When I go to Boonesboro, I go to the antique mall that's there. So I just associate that part of Boonesboro. I don't really associate like the downtown part of it.
Yeah.
So that was my first time going there, and luckily we got that spot, because remember how packed it was around where the carnival was? So I had to get a spot like across the street from a ice cream shop.
Yeah, we got so lucky, and then we got a good spot on the Ferris wheel, which was fun. I enjoyed that. Yeah, it was just a good little small town carnival, which we don't really have anything like that here, so it was kind of special for me. I enjoyed that. And your mom made a wonderful dinner one night, and I met your dad at the flea market. It was all so much fun.
Yeah, it was really fun, because we hardly ever have anybody here. I mean, so it's fun to have a different experience. And But yeah, that was a really fun week. I definitely want to do that again.
Yeah, you got to come down here, Vinny. Come to St. Augustine. We'll go to the beach. We'll do all the antique shops. It will be fun.
Definitely. All right, so whose turn is it now? I forget.
Let's-
We shot the breeze again.
I think I just went, so it's back to you now.
Okay. Clearly, I'm not paying attention.
That's all right.
All right, so my next item is this really cool tin. This is new economy size Isodets. I guess this was like their version of Halls back then. So it says antibiotic throat lozenges, and it looks like it originally cost $1.19 back then by the makers of Isodine brand Gargle. And I love the yellow and the green. I think that is just fantastic. Let me take my tag off of here real quick. So here's what the back looks like. And what's cool about this tin is it slides off. Well, let's see. Yep, there we go. There we go. So the lid slides off. And it does go back on. That's a really cool tin to display, I think. And it's in overall good shape. I mean, it's got some issues, but the colors are still nice and bright on there. And if you would be interested in the Isodets tin, that is $10, number 2. $10, number 2 for the fantastic green and yellow Isodets tin.
I love that it was $1.19.
Right. Oh my gosh, excuse me. That's the carbonated drink I just had. Yeah, I love that contrast of the green and the yellow along with the brown, yellow, brown, yellow. Brown lettering. My goodness, I can't talk.
We know what you mean.
Yeah. Clearly, I don't know what I mean sometimes. All right. Okay, I did put a price on this one. Now, this is really cool. This is a Carter's 2-solution ink eraser in a cylindrical tin.
Ooh.
Love the look of that. So what it says is the directions for removing ink stains from paper and fabrics, see circular inside. Warning, do not use on silk, rayon, or wool. Test colored materials on unexposed part to determine whether color is fast. Always keep bottles tightly capped and upright. $4.92 patented. I just loved that dark blue color. I thought that was absolutely fantastic. And this measures, it's about a little over 3 inches tall. Very, very cool piece. And if you would be interested in this piece, flaws and all, it too is $10, number 15. $10, number 15 for the Carter's ink eraser. Oh, I forgot to show the lid. Look at that.
That's a beautiful tin.
$10, number 15. I thought it was really cool looking. Love, love, love the look of that. And those were my 2 this round. Back to you.
All right. My next item, I have a choice. So there are 3 different kinds of this item. And I will show each one of them, but I think they're so cool. These are the Galaxy Space Syrup bottles. And if you haven't seen these before, they are just awesome. They're new old stock. They were never used. This company found a whole bunch of these in crates in a warehouse. And what they were is home syrups. And you were supposed to buy the syrup and then make like carbonated sodas out of them. And then when you were done, you could use the little lids as coin banks. The whole bottle, would be a coin bank, and the lid had the little slot. Well, the company went bankrupt right before they were supposed to release all these, so none of them got ever filled with syrup. And now people love the graphics on these, and they're so fun. So I was lucky enough to buy a set of these, and I have been offering these. And so I have These are the last couple that I have left. I think I have one more blue, but then I'm completely sold out of these. And I think that they are so fun. So this is the orange one. They're all in great shape. And then the back has the little rocket jet pack. It says rocket jets. This one's the Galaxy Saturn with the Orbit Admiral. And then there's the top. This one is the Space Bombardier with the cool lightning bolt and Saturn as well. And it's green. And this is a lemon lime flavor with the slot on top. And then this one is the Asteroid Commander with the moon and the star. I think these are just so cool. And then there's the top as well. And this was grape flavored. So I have 3 of these. They were all made by the Owens, Illinois Glass Company. And they've got even little detail on the side. You can see the guys holding their little like safety belts, which I think is so, so cool. So I have a whole set of these in my kitchen, and I think they are just a great conversation piece. And you can decorate with the different colors for holidays. So I brought the green one because I thought for Christmas, and then your wintry blue, and then you can have this for fall as well. But they're just super cool. So I have 3 of them in different colors. So what I'm going to do is offer them for a set price, and then you can claim either all of them or just one of them. And if you claim just one, let me know what color you would like. I believe that these are from the 50s or 60s era is when these were set to be released. So they're legitimately old. They were in like a huge warehouse that someone just found all these abandoned because they never got the syrup out. So they're super awesome. So these can be yours for just $35 each by giving me number 33. $35 each by giving me number 33. And I have the green, the orange, and the blue, which is just absolutely amazing. These are harder to find. You do see them online, but people do charge up for them. And it's nice to be able to complete the collection. Which is fun. The black is definitely the hardest of all to get in my experience. So let's see. Lori Perry, I see. Well, let me wait for your dad. I keep wanting to jump ahead. And then your dad can let me know. Lori, would you like all 3 of them? Or would you just like one? Or would you like certain colors? Just let me know. And then we'll move on to the next person based off of that. Okay. There's always such a lag here. I wish I could fix that. Oh, great. Fantastic, Lori. They're all going to the same place. Hannah, thank you so much. I can offer you, I have another blue one. If you would just want the blue one, I could go ahead and offer that to you, but I don't have any more other than that. So do let me know on that. And I'll write that down. Let's see, where did these guys go? One moment. Yep, there we go. Okay. Okay, fantastic. And then I'll wait for Hannah's message, and then we'll move on to my set. Oh, you want the blue one? Perfect, Hannah.
All right, fantastic.
Blue, yay. All right. Fantastic. Okay, my next item is really fun. It's a promotional album for Budweiser beer, and it's Lift a Glass to Friendship. This was produced in the 1960s, and it was made for like an outdoor advertising campaign that Budweiser did. And this is a pretty cool little promotional album for someone that you know in your life that enjoys Budweiser beer or just beer history in general, or vinyl, or all of the things above. But this one's cool. It's made by the Columbia Record Company, and it's got 2 songs on side A and 2 songs on side B. And this is a interesting record because most of these spin at 45 RPM, these little guys, I would call this a 45, but this one actually spins at 33 1/3, which is really interesting considering the size. So I think that's a cool little thing. The back has some great graphics on it. There is some wear on the jacket cover. And I would grade this record at probably a VG minus, rating maybe to a G plus. There are some scratches on here, and I don't 100% know how this will sound, but I think for me, I was more interested. The music is cool, but I was very interested in the album art. I just thought this was really fun and a cool little piece of history to add to your collection. So it does play. It does need a clean, but I think it's just a cool little fun piece of Budweiser history and record history. So that's cool. On the back, it says, "Lift a glass to friendship, an invitation from outdoor advertising companies across the nation to relax with a glass of Golden Bud and listen to these time-honored drinking songs. This limited edition album commemorates the fourth successful year of one of the most successful sales producing ideas ever conceived." And I think you might have gotten a glass with this, like a Budweiser glass. I don't have the glass, but the side one has "Lift a Glass to Friendship." There is a tavern in the town, the Beer Barrel Polka, which is a fun song. Side 2 has the Stein song, "Happy Days Are Here Again," and "Where There's Life." So you've got Buffalo Bill, Sammy Kaye, Banjo Barons, Norman Choir, all kinds of great artists on here. So if you would like this fun little Lift a Glass to Friendship record, it's just $8 by giving me number 25. $8, number 25.
I like the cover. The album cover for that is really cool.
And it's got the old Budweiser can on it, which I just love. I think that's fabulous.
Very, very cool.
All right. So that is that one. And I think that is everything. That's my 2.
Those were your 2? Okay, so let me just get my other 2 items. Should have had them prepped while you were still selling.
That's okay.
All right. First item up, and as I'm touching this, the little bit of cellophane on here is coming off. I have a LePage's cellophane tape tin. Now, there is some, as you can see, the cellophane is coming off because this is very old plastic. I just thought the graphics, the yellow, the red, and the black were really cool. It does open up smoothly, very clean on the inside. I thought this was a fantastic piece when I spotted it, and I was like, oh, that is just phenomenal. And you could use this, you could display it like this, you could use it as a riser if you wanted to. Very, very cool piece. And despite the really old cellophane coming off, this is going to be $12, and it's number 6. $12, number 6 for the LePage's cellophane tape tin. I see a lot of the Scotch tape tins and the Tux. Is it Tex something?
Tux, I think.
Yeah, Tux. I think I wanted to say Texaco, but that's petroleum.
There is Texaco tape tins, though.
Maybe that's what it is. Maybe there is a Tex. Maybe that's what I have. I have a small little miniature version in one of my junk jars. So you have $12, number 6 for this if anyone is interested. Right. This over here. And then my next item, this is really cool. This is a Spick and Span linoleum floor cleaner. It is a full box. How cool is that? The back is where the most issues are. This originally sold for 31 cents back in the day. All right, let's do this. Love, love, love the graphics on here. I thought this was absolutely fantastic. Love the orange with the blue. I think that that's just really, really cool. And like I said, it's still in there. Very, very cool piece. It does have some ripping and such, but I'm not even sure how old this is. It was originally made by Procter & Gamble. Other than that, it's a fantastic piece to display in the kitchen or in your displays of different cleaning products. So if you would like the Spick and Span box that has been unopened, it is $12, number 16. $12, number 16 for the Spick and Span linoleum floor cleaner. I do see some claims. Thank you very much. So we will wait and see. All right. Oh, Sahara too. Thank you very much. And thank you to Lori and Sharon for making claims as well. I appreciate that. And I believe those were my two this round.
All right. My next item is a really cool tin from Holland, and this has some wear to it, but it's from the 1800s, and it is an early biscuit tin. And this one is fairly hard to find. It has some good graphics on it. You see the two Dutch people there. You can still get a sense of the red coloring coming through on the lithography, and the top, or I'm sorry, I said biscuits, but this is for cocoa. But this is a great tin. It's a hinged box that opens up. And I just think this is fabulous. This is harder to find. But of course, this has some condition issues because, you know, it's not a yesterday item that you just picked up from the store shelves at, say, Publix or wherever you shop locally for groceries. But I think this one is just so cool. And if I don't drop it, oh my gosh. What is wrong with
Me
But-
every day.
Yep, you can still see the word Holland on there. And I just love the imagery of these two Dutch individuals enjoying. You can see the little biscuit tin there, cocoa tin, and their little milk. And there's just the shoes, the clogs. I mean, there's such good graphics on this still, despite its age. I would say that this is probably from the late 1800s, early 1900s. So this tin in this condition is going to be just $20. Just $20 by giving me number 40. $20, number 40 for the awesome red Holland biscuit tin, which is just great.
Very
And
cool.
on the other side, it does have some great green graphics as well. So it's a fun one. It's a fun tin. Okay. My next item is this awesome glass bottle for
Ooh.
non-barrel furniture polish. And I love the little design up at the top. And then the lid has the little, it's plastic lid, but it has the little kind of Art Deco design. That's the best I can describe, where it comes down with the little lines. And I just absolutely love that. And then the palm tree on the front is great. The graphics are just so vibrant on this, and it's got just a tad bit of furniture polish. Now, if you're like me and was curious about non-peril, I knew this in the context of capers. Like if you go to the store and buy non-peril capers, I had no idea why they'd be putting that on furniture polish. Well, apparently, non-peril refers to the name of a historical furniture polish manufactured by the Imperial Polish Company in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania in 1890. But in the French sense of the word, it means without equal or peerless, which was likely chosen to suggest the polish's superior quality. So there's your fun fact for the day about non-peril. You can go tell all your friends at Christmas. But this is a fun one, and this will be great for your display. So if you're interested in this bottle, and it does have a great little label as well on the back from Millersburg, Pennsylvania since 1876. This can be yours for just $18 by giving me number 34. $18 by giving me number 34.
I love the graphics on the front. That looks like a palm tree.
Yeah, I love the palm tree, but kind of stylized, like almost something you'd see in Haiti.
Right.
It's just cool. I think it's a great bottle. Okay. We'll see who claims that one. Glenn, thank you so much. That one is coming to you.
Great pickup.
Great pickup. Okay, that is my 2, I believe.
Was there a year on that bottle? Do you know?
This does not have a zip code, so I'm guessing that it's probably 1940s would be my guess based on the graphics up at the top. But yeah, there's no zip code and no year, so I don't know, but it's definitely older.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Very, very cool. All right. So those were your 2, you said?
Those are my 2.
All right. Let me do it here. There we go. So my next item is actually, or items I should say, is going to be a set. I think I bought these when you were with me. These are Brother Tins Zigzag Accessories. We got the ruffler, and then that one just says Zigzag Accessories. I'm selling both of them together because I think they would pair well together in a display. The white, or the cream, and the red I think would be a fantastic item to display for the holidays. Love the look of them. Both of them do open up. And they do have their condition issues because, you know, these are older. I don't see any like manufacturer's names or anything on them, but they are still very cool nonetheless. And if you would like the Brothers Tins, oops, just lost my, oh. Hello, Uncle Lester, good to see you. Both tins together are $15 and they are number 11. $15, number 11 for the Brother Tins. Love, love, love those. The colors together are fantastic for the holidays. Again, it is $15 for both of them, number 11.
And they kind of have that deco vibe to them, which I enjoy.
They do, and I just thought they were fantastic.
You could put so many buttons or little, crafting supplies in there.
Tidbits and trinkets and doodads and baubles.
And what's its galore?
Right. Yep, so you're getting both of those together for $15, number 11. For anyone who is interested. Now, moving away from the tins and such that I actually have a piece of glass that I think you all would really like. Just take my tag off of here. So this is a glass mortar and pestle. Now, I think the glass ones were made for labs or laboratories and such, and then the domestic ones were made of marble. I could be very wrong about that. But this is a cup that it goes in instead of just like the traditional mortar bowl. Now, this one has some interesting marks on the back. I think that might be straw marks from manufacturing. There is a number 2 on the bottom of this one. And the mortar and the pestle look to be in good shape. I don't see any cracks or chips or anything. But aside from the straw marks and such from here. And if you would be interested in the mortar and pestle made of glass, you can have it for $15, and it's number 17. $15, number 17 for the glass mortar and pestle. And this is thicker glass too. This isn't like your typical glass. $15, number 17 for the mortar and pestle. This over here really carefully so I don't knock anything over. Right. And those were my 2 this round.
All right. My next item is so fun, I think, for Christmas. It's just got the happiest little graphics on it, and it's a cool tin. So this is for leather shoe dressing, and it says snow
Ooh,
shoe, probably so that when you're skiing or doing any type of outdoor activities in the weather, you can waterproof your shoes. And this one I think is great, particularly this time of year because you've got the Christmas tree shaped trees in the back with all the winter scenes. You've got golf clubs, you've got someone golfing in the rain in that cool outfit. And then you've got graphics that go all the way around with the trees, which I just love. And then somebody hunting. Now, there is a dent in the side of the can. So, with all these older tins, sometimes there's just, a little bit of wear here and there. But I think this displays really well. This was made in Portland, Oregon. And I don't see a zip code on this at all. So I would say that this is probably from the 1950s, would be my guess based on graphics. And I think it's so cool. It is full. It still has the leather dressing inside of it. And even the front has some great graphics as well. If you want to set it up this way, you've got the golf clubs and then you've got the canoe. And the skis. It's just a really cool tin in this kind of minty green color, which is just perfect for this time of year. And I love that all the way around, no matter where you display it, you get these fabulous imagery pieces on it. So it's a fun tin. And this one can be yours for just $12 by giving me number 28. $12, number 28 for the awesome snowshoe leather dressing tin, which has some fabulous little graphics all the way around. The colors are so vibrant on this one as well.
love the colors on that.
Yeah, the colors just phenomenal. All right. Let's see. Lori, congratulations. That one is headed your way.
Way to go, Lori.
Okay, now my next item is kind of a fun one. It's a piece of architectural salvage in a way. And I actually have the smaller mate to the larger mate that I am bringing to this sale. So I got two and I kept one and now I'm selling the other. And I think these are the coolest things. These are old mailbox doors.
Ooh.
This one is Art Deco. It's got the starburst just coming right on out and the number 80 on it in that gold lettering that you see. And these are so cool. So you used to go to the post office. These are like P.O. boxes, but in my grandma's time, she was born in 1930, people didn't get mail necessarily, depending on where you lived, especially in small towns, delivered to your door. So you would go to the post office and actually claim your mail from a guy that probably also ran a general store. So my guess on this is that it was probably for use as one of those things, or maybe also for a P.O. box. It does have the combination lock here, which is really cool. So these are just fun for display. You can obviously figure out how to mount this to a little cabinet. I've seen people that do woodworking and they collect these and then they make them the door fronts for different things they make. But this just looks awesome propped up in a display. And I think that starburst graphic with the eagle is just everything. That sunburst is like so vibrant on this, and the little glass windows in great shape, and it has all the locking mechanisms and things on the back. And this still, if I don't drop it, I gotta be careful, does turn around. So that is very cool. So if you would like this one, and let me measure it because this is a larger size door. It is 6 inches by about 5¼ inches. And this can be yours for just $25 by giving me number 37. $25 by giving me number 37. And I do apologize, my good light just went out, so you might be seeing this a little bit darker than it actually is. But that's a cool one.
Very cool piece. I love that.
Yeah, I like it too. Okay. Was that my two? That might be my two.
Was the first item the snow tin?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
So,
see, it's so hard to my brain too.
Oh, thank you, Uncle Lester. I appreciate that. We work hard to find these good things.
Okay, so I think the first item I'll offer, this is really cool. I think I found this several months ago. This is an Atlas Permaguard antifreeze year-round coolant can. And let me take my sticker off of here if I can. All right. So it is a little bit beat up. I think this side displays the best, even with all the scratches and everything. And it is open, there's no lid. So you could use this for a little mini trash can, or you could put some trees in here for Christmas time. I mean, possibilities are endless with this piece. This was manufactured by Atlas Supply Company in Springfield, New Jersey. It does have a 5-digit zip code, so it's after 1963. But it would be so cool to put out for like 4th of July or any patriotic holiday because of the red, white, and blue. Very, very cool piece. And it does measure, it's about 9.5 inches tall and about 6.25 inches wide. And with all the dents and scratches and dings and whatnot on it, it's still a very cool displayable piece. And if you would be interested in this, it is $15 and it is number 3. $15, number 3 for the Atlas Permaguard coolant can. $15, number 3 for that if anyone is interested. Rust and crust and all.
That's the best part. I love the little globe logo up at the top.
Yeah, that is the icing on the cake right there.
I agree.
Love the look of that. And then, I don't know if you all are able to hear it or not, but the other item that I'm offering is this. It's a world clock. And as you can see, it does work. I just put the battery back in it. And I believe it's about showing the exact time, so 7:54 Eastern. So it is plastic, made in Hong Kong. It does take one AA battery. But it does work. It's plastic, so you don't have to worry about the glass shattering or anything like that. This does move. So depending on what time zone you're looking to use, I don't even know how this works, to be honest with you.
I looked this up once, Vinny, because I have one of them in my office, and it's I call it my Nate clock, so I always know what time it is in New Zealand. But they're hard to figure out, but once you do, they're very easy. You just have to Google.
Okay. So it's made of plastic. Oh, I guess I just showed you all the price. Normal wear and tear, but it's still a really cool piece. $15, number 8. As you can see, it does work. There are no uranium numbers or anything. It literally just... It's just your normal plastic clock. And as you can see, it does work.
Those are so cool.
They are very cool. I'm just glad that it works. All right, so I do see some claims, so we will just wait for Mom or Dad to let us know.
To me, there is nothing more comforting than the sound of a ticking clock. I know some people, that's not their jam, but I love it. It is so soothing.
I think that went to Sharon Hawthorne. Thank you, Sharon. See, I like the sound of a ticking clock, but not in my bedroom when I'm trying to sleep. There can't be any noise in this room unless it's the TV.
Oh, I sleep with the TV on too. I like it.
But the ticking of a clock would probably drive me a little crazy, to be honest with you.
I went to the antique mall today, and there's a vendor that has nothing but antique clocks, old clocks, and they were all ticking at the same time, and then they all went off. And in my brain, it was like I could feel just this sense of calm just wash over me. I'm like, oh, I'm just going to stand here a minute and enjoy all these sounds. It was so nice. It felt like being back in my grandparents' house or something.
See, that I could do. Like if I walk into a shop and there's a whole bunch of clocks and they all go off at the same time, I can do that. But if it's in my own house, it would probably be like, ah. But that's just me, though. Oh, I'm glad we were able to provide it for you. And I think those were my two this round, so it's back to you.
All right. My next item is kind of fun. I love these Art Nouveau tins when I can find them, and I think the yellow color on this is just excellent. Now, this is a Puridol crystals tin that you probably would have put in a closet to keep moths and other little pests
Oh,
away, but the graphics on this are just unusual from the ones you normally see. It has these gorgeous little flowers on it. And then look at the Art Nouveau design on the bottom. This was made by the Jet Pharmaceutical Company out of Allentown, Pennsylvania. And I love this. It says a modern scientific discovery. So this must have been relatively new at the time. Now, there is a little wear to the top. You can see where the top's kind of bent just a little bit, but I don't think that affects displayability. There's some wear on this tin. I mean, this has been probably sitting in someone's closet for a very long time, and then it's been unearthed, and now it's coming here, which is great. I love all the little floral graphics, and the yellow. The yellow is just such a bright and wonderful color, and I think this adds just the perfect touch to any type of advertising display, or just if you love old things, imagine this with a stack of books and a little draped set of white gloves and maybe a vintage brooch near a postcard. I just picture this in a little display, and it's so happy. And what a conversation starter too. You know, when you have something like this and people come in and they're like, "Ooh, what is that?" So I think this is fun. Purifies the home by releasing a scented vapor. Very cool. So this tin can be yours for just $12 by giving me number 29. $12, number 29 for the Modern Scientific Discovery Puridol Crystals tin. I love the label on the bottom.
that's awesome. I think I remember what shop you bought that at, too.
Yep, I think we were together.
I think I was the one who insisted you buy it, too.
You were the person. You gotta get that. You gotta get that. Vinny and I are good enablers when we're together.
Yeah. Sometimes we're both bad. We're like, this is kind of a lot, but if you love it, get it.
Well, one of the best things Vinny told me to get was this clock that has lightning bolt hands, and it's for a radio company out of the 20s. That is probably one of my favorite things I've ever gotten, and I look at it all the time, and I'm like, yes, Vinny, thank you for telling me I needed this in my life.
I think I remember where you got that, too. I think you got that up in Cumberland at the Queen City Flea, the 2-story. No, it's 3-story flea market, indoor flea market.
All morning there. And you got a really cool advertising tip tray from there that you've been looking for.
I did. It was for Moxie soda from the early 1900s, and it was priced so reasonably. I was like, I gotta have it.
Yeah, this one too. Betty, thank you so much. I appreciate everybody else bidding on that as well. Thank you, Betty. You're gonna enjoy that.
And yes, I know, Amy, I'm a very bad enabler. No doubt.
Okay, my next item is really fun. This is actually a lot of architectural salvage, and I have displayed these in a whole wall now in my house. And I should have taken a video to show you guys, but these are the doubles from the lots that I was buying to curate a little half wall, like tiny little wall in my home, and I wanted something unique and different. And these, I think, are perfect for that. So what you'll be getting is a whole array of fabulous little Art Deco door escutcheons. And these are just the coolest little things. I love them so much. They're all brass. Some of them have some paint. I'll show you each one. But I hung these all together on a little wall. And I tell you, more people come into my house and go, ooh, tell me about those. What are those? So they just look really cool. And I have a whole variety of ones for you that are all deco and different. This one's a little chippy with the white paint, which will definitely be able to be cleaned off, but will also appeal to some of my farmhouse aesthetic friends. So you're going to get all of these in one little bundle, and look how cool they are all. They are all They're very different. This one's one of my favorites because it just the deco nature of it, the way it's designed is just awesome. It's skinny and small. So these are just so cool. Now, some of them are not as elaborate as others. This one's a little more plain, but it's good to mix in some of these pieces. This one I absolutely love because it's kind of like you see how it's not on the outside, but it's recessed on the inside. That is just super cool. So these are screaming for some sort of awesome project in your home or gallery wall or a creative person to come along and come up with something to do with these. Now, I do have a piece similar to this one.
Ooh.
Take the back, the little knob off of this, the lock, and just keep the front. And I have one of these by my front door where someone took the hole and they put a skeleton key through it and they mounted it. And then I use it as a hook for my car keys. So you could make a bunch of those and give them as gifts, or you can keep the whole collection together. But I'm telling you, they look awesome in a gallery wall and they're just very cool. So you're getting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of these for just $25. So you can have this whole Art Deco amazing lot for a steal of a deal. I mean, honestly, these are so great for $25 by giving me number 38. $25, number 38 for the awesome door plates. And God, these are just fabulous. I love them. I think they are just super cool.
Those are
for a project.
Amazing.
They are. And if you put them on your wall, definitely if you're willing to share a picture, I would love to see because they're so unique, you know. There's something that not everyone's going to have, which I like. Okay, Monica, congratulations.
Hi, Monica.
Those are going to be fun. I can't wait to see what you do with them. Let's see here. I put them. There we go, Monica. All righty. Thank you so much, Monica. And I think those are my two.
All right. So my next item up is also something that I think would be great for Christmas. This is a Baldwin alcohol solvent can. And what I like about it is the back has a really cool graphic. You got the skull and crossbones for the poison. Yeah, I'm loving the skull and crossbone design on the back.
Especially since your email is Skull King.
Right. So this was made by the Baldwin Quality Products, Baldwin Oil and Commodities Inc. in Jersey City, New Jersey. But again, the white and the red, I think, are fantastic for the Christmas season. You could also put it out at Valentine's if you decorate with such. I think this is awesome. It is an empty can. All that's rattling in there now are just, I guess, little crumbs from the interior. It's in overall good condition. There are a couple of spots, like we have a rip right here. But still, I thought this was a fantastic can. And if you would be interested in the Baldwin alcohol solvent can, it is $14 and it is number 12. $14, number 12 for the Baldwin alcohol solvent can. Love that. Almost looks like a candy cane with the white and the red. Or kind of like, not a candy cane, a peppermint. And $14 on that, number 12, for anyone who may be interested. So my next item is something that I've had a few of in the past, but I think they're really fun and you can collect a whole bunch of different ones. So I have another one of those moth cans.
Ooh, and that's cool.
And I'm loving the blue and the orange and the white. Look at that moth right there. It says kills on it. Kills them moths. Clothes on moths, moth larvae, refillable. Let's see, does it open? These I've always had an issue opening because they're just so tightly sealed.
Yeah, I can't ever get them open either, Vinny.
Okay, so we're not even going to attempt to open that up. But it's got some issues and such, but it's still really, really cool nonetheless. Overall, they display really nicely despite some of the flaws, but I just love that the colors are still nice and bright on this piece. So it does display on both sides, but this side is displaying like the most like parallel, so it would display nicely that way. And if you would like the Moth tin, flaws and all, this is going to be $15, and it is number 4. $15, number 4 for the fantastic Parazine Moth tin.
I love the name, Reliable.
Right, reliable Parazine Moth tin.
Good old Parazine.
Just a fantastic design on that. I love it.
Great for Halloween, even though we're in Christmas now, you can stash it away.
Oh, absolutely. These are fantastic for the Halloween season, or heck, if you just love orange in general. Right. So I believe those were my 2 this round.
And then, Vinny, these are the last 2 items I have. So it's possible that because I had the 3 bottles, I might have mistakenly made those 3 individual items.
No,
So,
that's fine, because I think I've only got 2 left too.
okay, so we're on track then. Good deal. Okay, my next item is just a great little tin. It's for Whitmore saddle soap. And I love this because it has such a cool image of a horse. And the graphics are just great. It's this kind of maroon color tin with the
Ooh.
and it says number 7 cleans, softens, and prolongs the life of leather. And you can still hear rattling around inside there the actual saddle soap. Now, I don't think this is one of the ones that, yeah, I can't quite get this open, but you can hear that it's got something inside. The back is really cool too, because I love anything that has little star imagery on it. And so it's got those little stars. This is out of Fayetteville. And I think that this, I'm sorry, Fayette, Alabama. I misread that. But this saddle soap is so cool. And my brother's girlfriend is super into horses. She has a horse named Vinny that she rides. So this would be a great gift if you know anyone that likes horses or actually is into riding. It would be cool in some of their displays. So the Whitmore saddle soap is a curated adaptation for use on saddles, footwear, luggage, and all articles made of leather. So I think this is very cool. And if you would like this really amazing tin, you can have it for just $12 by giving me number 27. $12, number 27 for the awesome Whitmore horse tin. I love that graphic. It's just so cool. And I will let you. I don't know how you handle that, Vinny, on your sale. If you have to go by the first correct number, or if you do. If you do.
It's the first correct number.
Okay. I will wait for your dad then to confirm on that.
Okay.
Just so that I don't mess it up. And man, there is a lag.
There is.
Boy, the lag is just crazy sometimes. Especially getting to StreamYard here.
I know. I wish it were a little bit easier.
Monica, that is coming to you. I'm so sorry, Lori. I think you just missed out on that. It happens. Monica, thank you so much. You're going to love that 10 when you get it.
There you go, Monica.
Okay. My next and final item is this amazing mid-century 10 that I think is just perfect for this Christmas season. And it is for Bauer old-fashioned creamy mints. And look at the texture, where they've kind of made that mid-century, almost looks like Formica sort of, but in tin form. I just love it. And I think the colors and graphics are good all the way around. I love the B up at the top, and then the word old fashioned is in great font. Now, there is a little wear to this, but overall, I mean, this is in great shape for its age. And you can open it up. Let me get it open here. Some of these old tins do take a tad bit of finagling, but it does open. Ooh, there we go. And it is very, very clean on the inside. So you could easily put, mints or cookies. This would be a great cookie tin to take over to your family at Christmas time. I know that my grandma used all kinds of tins for cookies, and some of those are so memorable to us that my mom and I are very sentimental about the tin itself. So you guys could start a new tradition with that. This was made out of the Morristown, New Jersey company, and these would have had cane sugar, water, cream of tartar, oil, and peppermint in these little candies. And you can see their information there on the side going around that gold border, which is fun. So this tin measures almost 6 inches, but 5 3/4 inches by about 2 1/4 inches in size. So colors are great, the graphics are great, and this would be a great tin for Christmas. So if you would like this, it's just $12 by giving me number 30. $12, number 30 for the awesome Bowers Mints tin. Oh, your grandma kept all of her buttons in a tin like that. See, those are the kinds of things that we remember and we cherish. And I love that. And I think that they're great holders for things like that. I love too when you go to your grandma's house and you'd see a cookie tin and you don't open it up and you're never sure if it was going to be cookies or sewing things, but you knew it was going to be one of the two. And it was kind of disappointing if it was sewing things, but now as an adult, those are all good memories.
For sure.
All right, that was my 2.
Those were your 2? All right. All right, so my final 2 items for the sale tonight. I have this fantastic piece. I think I've actually sold this before. This is Black Flag Insect Spray. It's just a can. But I love the orange and the black on that. I think that's just fantastic. Love, love, love the look. Fantastic piece. Again, it is rusty and crusty, but with older pieces like this, they sat in garages, they sat in sheds for years on end, so we can't expect perfection, but that just gives it character, I think. Made by the Boyle Midway Inc. in Cranford, New Jersey, Chamble, Georgia, Chicago, Illinois, Los Angeles, California. That would be fantastic to display out at Halloween, or if you just like orange and black in general, this would be a fantastic piece for that. And if you are interested in the Black Flag Insect Spray, I'm asking $12 for it, and it's number 19. $12, number 19 for the Black Flag can. Makes such a fantastic display with all of your Halloween decor. Right. Be there safely. So my last item is something that I think is really cool, and I found it earlier this year, and I'd never seen one before. I think it's supposed to go on an old radio, but this is an RCA Magic Loop antenna.
Ooh, that's up my alley.
And that's got the RCA logo on the front of it. It does have some wiring on the back, and it looks like it was cut many years ago, probably from an old radio itself. I thought this was fantastic. Like I said, I'd never seen anything like this before. I love that it's got the RCA Victor name there, saying what it is. So that was highly efficient and designed for finer reception. I don't know that this works still, but I thought somebody would purchase this and possibly hang it up on the wall somehow. This little metal piece here does have some holes, so you could possibly fish some picture hanging wire there and hang it up on the wall just as is. I thought this was fantastic. Now, it does measure. They made smaller versions because I looked it up on eBay to see. They made much smaller versions, almost like a rounded square size, and then they made this size. And from the metal tip at the top to the base, it's about 19 inches tall. And it is about 9.5 inches wide. So this would be fantastic to hang up on the wall, I thought. And if you would be interested in the RCA Magic Loop antenna, this is $45 and it is number 5. $45, number 5 for the fantastic Magic Loop antenna. Fantastic piece of industrial, I think.
Yeah, that's killer, Vinny. That is awesome.
That neat. Like I said, I'd never seen anything like this before at all. It was just such a neat piece. And I think I see Lori for that. So Lori, thank you so very much for that. This is awesome. I hope you find a great way to display this up on the wall. It's so stinking cool. And those were my 2 for this round. So Katie, you have some stuff that didn't sell the first go around?
Sure, I can.
All right, so let me bring you back around.
Yeah, you're gonna love that, Lori Perry. That's so cool.
Fantastic piece.
Okay, so I have still available for your consideration is this fabulous textbook of physiology with the heart on it, which is so super cool. It is from 1958 out of St. Louis. It has over 305 text illustrations and 5 color plates. So there's all these cool medical dioramas on the inside, diagrams, and the book is in great condition. So this is a super cool piece, and it was owned by Thomas Iman, which I think is great. So this book can be yours for just $22 by giving me number 41. $22, number 41. And here are the doctors that wrote this textbook of physiology, which I think is just super cool. So that is still available. And, oh, I see you, Delta. You're going to love that. That book is going to be fun to read through and very interesting. So that is headed your way. Okay, the next item I have available is a set of little glass tubes full of seed beads. And they are made by the imported bead company, Dorothy Fleck Industries, and they have the 22 Chicago, Illinois. Now there's all different sizes of these. Some have the paper label, some do not. They all come with the beads and the little cork tubes. This one, though, is in a glass medicine bottle that was made by the Owens, Illinois company with the cute little red top. And then there's some of them that come in these little short bottles stuffed with paper. So I think these are cool for all of the people that do beading or crafting or just enjoy little colorful bottles filled with interesting things. And I love the little labels. And just the fact that these are so skinny, I think make these really unique as far as glass tubes and bottles go. So you get this whole lot, and there are, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4 of these long skinny sizes. Or no, I'm sorry, 5 of the long skinny sizes. And then there are 4 of these sizes here. 1 in this size. And then 1 that's the medicine bottle. So you're getting all of those for $18 by giving me number 39. $18, number 39 for all of these fabulous little little beads, which these could be turned into potion bottles at Halloween. Lots of options there. Okay. Let's see. Those are available. And then I also have the Budweiser record, Lift a Glass to Friendship. The record is in here. It is got a little bit of scratching on it, as you can see, but I think it still plays. It has a bunch of drinking songs on it. This can be yours for just $8 by giving me number 25. $8, number 25 for the Lift a Glass to Friendship record. And then I also have the Holland Cocoa Tin, which is in rougher condition, but this is from the 1800s. It is a hard to find tin. So this is a great start to a collection if you guys are looking to collect these type of things, and make this kind of a filler until you get one in better condition. But I think this has some excellent graphics on it. And I love the little wooden shoes that the guys have on here. So this tin can be yours for $20 by giving me number 40. $20, number 40 for the Cocoa Tin, which is just fabulous. And the last thing that I still have available is this sunburst front to the postal boxes at the U.S. Post Office with the eagle on it. This is a larger size one, and you can have that for $25 by giving me number 37. $25, number 37. So those are all the things that I have available. And if you're watching on the replay and would like something that wasn't claimed tonight, you can always email me as well. And I'm sure Vinny would happily do the same.
Absolutely. Those were some fantastic items. So if you want it, now's the time to get it. All right, so let me go through my items real quick. Let me kind of maneuver where I started from at the beginning for anybody who was missed the show. First item up.
Oh, I see you, Lori Perry. Got that for the mailbox. You're going to love that. That one's awesome.
Fantastic. Great pickup. So first item up for grab that's still available is this Greenbrier tobacco tin. I thought it was really great with the green. Would be great to put out at Christmas time. It's in overall good condition. It's got some issues, but you know what tin doesn't nowadays. Now this piece, if anyone is interested, is only $5 and it is number 14. $5, number 14 for the fantastic Greenbrier tobacco tin, and it's relatively small, almost like a cube. So that is, Mark Cothran, thank you. That is coming to you. Thank you so much, very much. All right, what was the next one then? I'm going out of order here. That's all right. Also still available are the Brother tins. I think these were probably for sewing rations. We got the ruffler, and then we got the zigzag accessories. Great for the holiday season with the red and the white. You're going to get both of these tins together for $15, and it is number 11. $15, number 11 for the two tins with the red and the cream color. I think those would just look fantastic put together. I didn't want to separate them because I think they're supposed to go together. So $15, number 11 for the two of those, if anyone is interested. All right, next up, I have the Rotacaps tins, which I think was for turkeys and chickens. So if you're into, what's that? What do they call that? If you're into like the poultry, or if you live on a farm, this would be a fantastic piece to have out for historical purposes. got like a brown color and it's yellow and white. Love the look of that. That is $6, number 9. $6, number 9 for the Rotocap tin. And this was in, this is from Dr. Salisbury's Laboratories. That was in Charles City, Iowa. I was about to say Iowa City. So again, that is $6, number 9. Also still available is the Curade Battle Ribbons Band-Aid tin, which I think is fantastic. The lid is a little messed up from age. It does still pop open. You'll have to adjust the box in order for the lid to go back on properly. But it is still just a really cool piece to display your Band-Aids or put your Band-Aids in or just have on display because the colors are fantastic. And that is $8, number 7. $8, number 7 for the Curade Battle Ribbon Band-Aid tin. Oh, Tracy, thank you. That is coming to you. Oh no, that was for something else. I'm sorry. Something else was number 11. That was the these tins. Thank you very much.
Those are great.
They are. They're fantastic. Got that confused. I'm so sorry. Thought that was for the Battle Ribbons tin. Also still available is the LePage's cellophane tape tin. Thank you. And this is $12, number 6. Got a little bit of wear and tear here or there, but they're still a really cool tin. I sold a lot of the Scotch tape tins and the Texel. And that goes to Joan Anderson. Thank you, Joan, for number 7. That's coming to you. And the LePage's cellophane tape tin is $12, number 6, if anyone is interested. $12, number 6 for the LePage's cellophane tape tin. I also still have the fantastic. What does fantastic mean? Fantastic Isodets tin that has a slide-off lid. So you can open it up and you could store maybe like a secret note or something in there, or maybe some small pieces of jewelry. Love the yellow with the brown and the green. I think that was a fantastic color combo. And this tin is $10 and it is number 2. $10, number 2 for the fantastic Isodets Throat Lozenges tin.
I just love the yellow on that. It's so happy.
I know the yellow is very nice and bright, and you color it or you mix it with the green, it just pops. Love that. Then I have the Carter's ink eraser in the royal blue color. I thought that was fantastic. I love the lettering up on the top there. This has got a little bit of weight to it, so I think the product is still in there. And this is $10, and it is number 15 for anyone who's interested in that. $10, number 15 for anyone who's interested in the Carter's 2-solution ink eraser. Oh, how cool is that? So that's a great memory for you. How awesome.
Oh, that's very cool, Joan.
Also still available is the Edgeworth high-grade tobacco tin. A little bit worse for wear, but I still think it's a very cool piece nonetheless. The blue, I think, is fantastic for after Christmas when you're looking for something to decorate with. Because, you know, we do red and green traditionally for Christmas time. And the new year, you want something, you know, something fun for the winter time because you have to put all the Christmas stuff away. So you want to add some blues into your mix of decor here. So I thought this would be a fantastic tin. And what I love about it is the sides even have graphics on it. And you just don't get stuff like that anymore. And it does open up and even has some fine print in there about the product itself. And this piece too is $10, and it is number 10 for anyone who's interested in that. And again, $10, number 10 for the Edgeworth tobacco tin. Okay, yes. I also still have the Baldwin alcohol solvent tin, or can, I'm sorry. And what I love the most about it is that you've got skull and crossbones at the top, notifying you that it is poisonous. Product is not in there. And and it does not smell of alcohol anymore, but the lid does come off. Another fantastic piece you could put out at Christmas time because of the white and the red. This was $14, and it is number 12. $14, number 12 for the Baldwin alcohol can. And I also still have available the glass mortar and pestle. I believe that all of the glass mortar and pestles that they made were for laboratories and things like that, or maybe even like for photo development, things like that. So this one is in a nice tall glass cup, and then you've got the big pestle. Is this the mortar or is this the pestle? I always get them mixed up. Mortar, pestle.
Pestle, and that's the mortar. Wait a minute. Now I'm not sure.
Mortar, pestle, mortar. I don't know.
Dude, all I know is crush stuff with it.
Yeah, that's all I know too. You just crush stuff up with it.
That would be a good gift, though, for a science teacher.
Absolutely. And you know that this has withstood the test of time because it's still here.
Yeah, that's cool.
So this is $15, and it is number 17. $15, number 17 for the glass mortar and pestle. I do want to note there are some straw marks right here from when it was made. And there is a number 2 on the bottom. Oop. Very cool. And let me just put this on the ground so nothing happens to it. And then the only other 2 items I have that didn't sell were the Black Flag insect spray can for $12, number 19, and the Harazine moth can, probably from the 30s or 40s. Oh, look at this. Made in USA by the Reliable Chemical Company in Passaic, New Jersey. I don't believe I shared that the first time. So this is $15, number 4 for anybody who is interested. So $12, number 19 for the Black Flag insect spray, and $15, number 4 for the moth can. And those were my items for tonight. So if you do see anything that you're interested in, you can always email me. My email is in the description box down below, and it is also pinned at the very top of this stream. Why couldn't I think of the word? So let me bring Katie up for both of us. So I want to thank you all so much for tuning in and joining us tonight. We had a great deal of fun showing you all this fantastic stuff that we have been stashing away for these types of sales. I know we definitely want to do more of these in the upcoming year, right? Got to keep finding all that stuff.
I love these. These are one of them. I mean, I love my jewelry sales, and Nate is so fun to sell with, but there's just something about this that I enjoy. It's like a little treat in my month because I love all of the industrial stuff, and I love sharing it with you guys. It's fun.
It really is. And I enjoy having like a little niche type of sale where I can sell something specifically, because you all know me. I sell any and everything at my sales. Like, it's glass, it's figurines, it's this and that. Like, it's just, there's no rhyme or reason to it. If it's old and cool and I like it, I'll pick it up. So at least I can set stuff aside specifically for this type of sale. So that's fun. And plus I love the graphics too on this stuff.
Yeah. Well, that's my life. You can see behind me, and Vinny too. We live with this stuff day in and day out, and we love it.
Absolutely. So I want to thank you all so much for joining us. And of course, make sure you tune in to Katie's jewelry sale at 10 p.m. Eastern. You all definitely don't want to miss that. I know Miss Pam is still doing her sale now. We ran about 37 minutes after her sale went on. So please make sure you go over there to check her out and see what she's offering. And then, of course, Trisha, Sandy, and Otto has her sale at 10 p.m. Eastern, same time as Katie's. And don't forget, she is selling with Denise's Magical Emporium, Karen Chase and Vintage, and Sabrina from Simon Says Let's Make a Deal. So there's going to be a great variety of other places to shop at and check out. So make sure you all thumb up this stream tonight and subscribe if you haven't done so to both myself and Katie. Everything that you need to know about her is down below in the description box. Email, YouTube channel, and I believe I put her Instagram in there as well. So we will see you all very, very soon. I know this will be our last sale of the year, so I hope you have a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year from both of us doing this sale. Of course, we'll both have more sales after this, but this will be our last sale for the year. So when are you all's next? I think your mom's asking when your next sales are.
Our next sale will be in the new year for this type of sale. So we'll get some time to restock some awesome items, and then we'll come back, and that will be fun. Vinny and I'll talk about it in post. But our regular sales will still happen. I'll have my jewelry sale through the end of the year every Saturday at 10.
Me too. I'm going to have my sale again next week. I'll probably continue to do them throughout the new year, of course. Maybe we'll give it a couple more months, and then maybe we'll do another sale because that'll give us some time to stock up on some more goods.
Yes, that's true. We like to curate some really cool stuff for you guys, and it does take some time because I'll tell you, it's hard to find this stuff.
And hard not to keep whatever it is you find.
Well, that's also true. That is a big thing.
Absolutely. So we will let you all head out and go over to Miss Pam, and we will see you all in another sale very, very soon. So take care, everyone. Thank you again. Bye, all. Thank you so much. At the end stream here.